Welcome back, everybody. Today we are going to be building ourselves a small fishing boat for our what is quickly becoming a fishing village. So I hope you guys are ready for that. There's a very big fish down there, and I've also actually got some other stuff to report on from the last episode, because in the last episode we built the roads to this place, and they actually are pretty neat. I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually getting used to them, and I'm really starting to like them. But the other thing was, I was trying to get some of this stuff over here, being the turtle eggs, and I wanted them to hatch. Now, if we go F3, you can see that says eggs 4, hatch 1. And as far as my research, which I'm sure is very in-depth and very thorough, it tells me that when that number over there, this number right over here, it says hatch 1, when that goes to 2, apparently they hatch. And that is when we can get ourselves the items. I'm not even sure what the items are called there, but they green things which we can make a helmet with. I don't even know if we will have enough to do it, but I'm just gonna have to be keeping an eye on that throughout this episode. But that's not too big. Let's get on with the actual episode, which is I think good enough for us to get started with. We are going to be building ourselves a beautiful little sailboat, which is going to be allowing us to do some fishing in this village, because there's the issue. We live far away from pretty much everything else, and quite literally anything else at all in this world currently. And I think we're actually all right to get started with that. And I think the important thing is that we need a way of sustaining ourselves in this place. And that is where, yes, thank you, Dolphin. I really don't need the speed right now, but that's right. I appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot. So let's just check where we're at. Okay, I actually want this to be way further out. So what my plan is, I want to do a little fishing boat where we can actually put a proper fisherman on, and we're probably going to end up doing this, going out to the village which we explored just 2 episodes ago, which I don't think wait, we did record it. Yeah, we did, don't worry. We did record it. I want to go out there and see what, oh yes, these darn dolphins. I want to go out there and see if we can get that other villager, because there were 2 fishing villages, and I think it's quite important that we have a proper fisherman in this place. Now, I didn't recall how many I had. Oh, wait, what? Am I not standing? There we go. This is going to take a while. All right, I'll probably leave most of these things for a bit later, because I really do not need to go through all that there. We'll just gather whatever we can, and we'll carry on. So, first things first, I did say in the last episode that this is what's going to become the big ship. So this is, well, not become, but this is our training in building our big ship, which I've actually done twice. 2 big ships in survival. These guys follow me. And I hope that us doing a small one here at least will be satisfactory for now, until we get our big ship building stuff together. So let's just go over here, and we'll go out there. I think this will be a good place. Maybe even one more right here. So this is what I'm thinking, and we're going to kind of wing it with some idea of what we're doing. We're just going to go out and try and do ourselves, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 of these. Okay, cool. So give me a second. Let's just get rid of this, and we'll go down and swim down, in fact, before these dolphins go and destroy everything. I'll just place that down there. Really? Not helping here, man. Not helping. So there we go. What we want to do is we want to go odd number, because odd numbers are great numbers. And we also need to get ourselves a little bit more of that. So if we can go under there like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We'll use that as a base. I know I could actually probably end up getting rid of this and pulling it down just so we got enough space in here. But we won't mess around with it just yet. What I do want to do, though, get that, and get that, is just appreciate, for now, the beauty of 1.13 yet again, with its beautiful, beautiful water mechanics. That's all I want. I just want to appreciate those, because this is something that we have not been able to do before, which is build a boat or something with slabs underneath. It's always looked very, very boring. Pretty much nothing going on with it. And now we finally have something going on with it. And I think it's awesome that we have the opportunity to take advantage of it. So now what I aim to do is just undo what I've just done, of course. Yeah, that's great. There we go. I'll aim to just get the shape of this boat right. So if we can go out here and fill in each of these gaps with an odd block like that. So we stagger it, and we'll do that there. And we're placing blocks like crazy. So just staggering it like this. There, and of course we'll have to go, whoa, There. Did I just get bumped by something? I feel like these dolphins are playing games with me right now. You dolphins, you troublemakers, you. But there we go. What we want to do there is we want to just get this little shape. And I was thinking about some other things with this boat. Like, what would be used to propel this boat? That's an important question, I think. And what I was thinking... Actually, can I do this? Will that get rid of it? No. Okay. I haven't quite got my mind around the new water mechanics completely, I guess. But yeah, we'll be sailing it. And I was like, you know what would be great? Just a sail. Just a plain sail. And that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be putting a plain sail in here. I actually think we're probably better off just doing what I've just been trying to do for the past few minutes. Trying to get that like that. Now, let's just step back. Get in there. Jump out there. I'm still not 100% convinced those dolphins follow me or not. So there we go. That's a pretty neat size boat. Whoa. We've caught ourselves our first fish. Not how I intended it, but let's just check. I was trying to see if it would take damage out of water. But that wasn't what I intended with the fishing boat, but I guess it's working. And there is a little more shape to it there. Just been playing around with the side of it to see if I could actually, let me just get this block before the dolphins go after it. Oh, wonderful. We got the dolphin's grace again. I've just been messing around with some ideas of how we can make this shaped a little bit better. And I think, honestly, our best bet for multiple reasons would be to get rid of this stuff here. I'm just going to jump up on the ship. And we'll also, or the boat, sorry, and we'll get it on both sides. Now, I've got a question, and this is again where people can influence what goes on in the world, is naming this boat, because I know that, like, I'm not actually, and I think I've said this every time I've ever done anything with water, after my first time ever doing anything with a boat or a ship or anything along those lines, is it appears that people who work with or are familiar with ships and stuff like that really expect a lot of people to know a lot of things that I probably will I'll probably mistakenly say differently and just end up not calling thing the right thing. I mean, you've got different lefts and rights, you know what I mean? It's of course I'm not going to necessarily know everything, although I do know that, but yeah, it's just one of those things. So if I do mess up, of course, let me know. But one thing I have found out is that people like to name their boats and their ships. As far as I'm aware, that's the thing. You name them, and you get yourself a cool little boat name, a ship name, and I don't know, I guess that's the way it goes. So if you guys have got a cool name for this, I don't want anything too crazy. It's not a ship, it's a boat, so we can't go like an HMS in front of it. It's just going to be a boat. So maybe an interesting name, but we'll see how it goes. Whatever comes up, I will look through and see what we can find. Trawl through, I guess, would be the right word to say today. So can I climb on board? Wonderful. And can I jump up there? I can. Fantastic. So if we go up here, around about there, take a little bit of damage. It actually looks horrible from the top. I'm not going to lie, but I guess it's from the side that we need it. We can do something like this on the edge there, and I'll just get up. And over here as well, we'll do the same sort of thing. And then we'll go ahead and grab some interesting sail over here. But before we do that, I was having a look at it, and this is what I was thinking about, because of course we could do this and we could leave it in this shape, and fantastic, you've got yourself a little bit of a boat shape. It sort of looks all right, but I don't think it really sells it to me that it's a small fishing boat. And what I would like to do is perhaps do something which I'm not even sure what these are called, but I like to think of them as like a counterbalance, which is, I'm assuming what they actually do, is getting these little counterbalances that you see that come out of ships, or boats, sorry. I use those words interchangeably, but I know they're not. But little things like this, and I think I could probably get an alright look to one just around here now, but we'll see what happens. So if I can go down one level, and we'll probably use a bit of spruce. Let's do some spruce in there. And do something here. And I think you guys are kind of getting what I'm talking about by this counterbalance thing, if you guys have seen them, which I'm sure many people have. We'll do that there, and we'll go out there. Bam, bam, bam. And around here as well. Like that. Let's just check what this looks like. Kind of like, this looks like a seaplane. If I was doing a seaplane, some of the runners for that. But there we go. Something like that. I think if we add some of these to the edge, it will just take it so much better. In fact, I wouldn't mind giving some other trapdoors a try in here as well. They I'm overusing these spruce ones because they're just so darn beautiful. They're just fantastic trapdoors. I guess we could go down the edge. We could maybe do a little band around the middle. That's not a bad idea. So with those done, let's go and get ourselves a sail. And this is where we've got an opportunity to make ourselves a colorful world with some cool colors just popping out of the place. And we actually need to do it to this village soon. The only real colors we got are from flowers and from there. And I want to start using some more interesting colors. Look at that. Speaking of colors, interchangeable. So we need to get ourselves a bit of this. I did cook up a little bit of what I do want for colors, which is cactus green turned into cyan dye. And what we're going to do is we're going to make, and you know what, let me just get a shears as well. We're going to make some cool sails, and a few things I've tried for sails. I've tried, these villagers are going to drive me nuts. I don't know why I turned this up. We need that there. They are so noisy. They're like next level noisy. Drive me crazy here. Look at that. That is very cool. Now picture that with an actual ship off in the background as well. It's gonna look so good. That's actually surprising me because I haven't had a look at it from a distance since we started it, and that's very, very cool. So here is the plan. How do I keep finding more and more blocks? I'm feeling like they just keep reappearing. So what I want to do is I want to get a cool shape. So if we go out there and maybe something over here, and I do not have ender pearls to pearl me up, so we'll just go like that and then come around here. So if we can just get this out one more and maybe there. And we're just going to try for an interesting sort of shape on this to connect this piece up here to this piece over here. So we could perhaps get rid of that. Like that, and that there. And then we'll probably have to go out again like this and there. So we'll see what this looks like. I don't have a lot of space to really work with. We can even go maybe one more up. I don't have a lot of space to work with this. So we'll try it out and see how this piece looks here. But this is one of the things with the boat. They don't always... you gotta squint a little bit sometimes to get it to work. That's actually not too bad. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that'll kind of work. I wouldn't mind maybe pulling it down a little bit more down this way. Let's see what we can do about that. Can I get up there? And I'll remove this one and put that in there. And let's see what that looks like. I really... Actually, where are my dolphins? Where are my buddies? They've left. Yeah, right when I really need them. Just causing chaos. That's what those things are. So that there, yeah, I might actually get rid of what we've just put in there. I'll get rid of that one. And then the other thing that I want to do is now that we've got some shape to this, I wanted to add in a bit of cyan and see if we can make it all speckly cyan and just plain normal wool. So can I get that there, please? And I'll put this back here. And then I will jump up. Actually, before I jump up, we're also going to go on a little trip now to get ourselves our fishing buddy. But there's some luck of the sea. I'm breaking 3, lure 3, and mending. I got that last episode, and I forgot to tell you guys. It was while I was busy waiting for these eggs to hatch, which I actually haven't checked out in a while. We'll just pretend like they haven't hatched. I hope that we can fool ourselves and tell ourselves that they haven't hatched and they haven't. But that was a really neat little find there. We were just busy fishing and I came across it while waiting. So that was very lucky. I actually came across a mending and unbreaking, I think it was, and then something else. And then we combined 3 of them together, which also is why my levels probably would have been really low just from combining things. So can we see my eggs before the sun goes down? Please let me get over here. No, they haven't hatched, and we are also super low on food. So I'm going to eat food, I'm going to go sleep, and we're going to go and find ourselves our fishing villager super quickly. So I've just gotten back from that trip, and I forgot to record the darn thing, but don't worry. It was the same village, the same villager, the one that we trapped inside a house, and 17 string. I thought it was 19 string, but that's all right. We'll keep it going, and we'll go try to see if we can get this villager to stay on this boat. Now, I do have some ideas that the villager most likely is going to jump off the boat and swim back to land, but if you guys have got some cool ideas, short of using commands, even though, I mean, I may consider something. I still do not want to do it, so we just won't use any commands. There we go. So there's the guy up there. Fantastic. Now, if you wouldn't mind, just heading on down there, please, villager. Okay, yeah, that's cool. That's cool. We're still good there, man. And that's what I was kind of hoping for. Is just the villager will stay there. Now let's see how it goes, because of course it probably it might actually be just out of range of this village. In which case it'll just stay there. Hopefully, it won't think that there's any land to go to, but it might also just try and run to that land here. Who knows? I'm not very familiar with villages. In fact, there's another thing which maybe somebody in the comments section out there, the magical land that gives you all the answers you've ever needed, would be able to tell me about the what we could be doing to get more villagers to spawn here, because it appears my other fisherman is definitely not feeding everybody, and that's a problem. I'm just trying to think what I may need here. Maybe just a fish. Let's just go grab a fish. All right, so fish. How are there no fish here? It's like those dolphins. They clear off when you don't need them. That's all right. I've got some other stuff I want to build here anyway. So, of course, being a fisherman, you would have some nets in the water, and that was what I was kind of getting to next, was getting some of these nets in here, and I need that as well, coincidentally, which is fantastic. I want to get some nets in the water here. Oh, yep, there he goes. Goodbye, villager. Yeah, it was fun while it lasted. Okay, I'll have to work out a way of getting it trapped there. I can't think of any blocks that could potentially help me. And over here, by the way, what I was thinking would be kind of cool. We used some normal oak trapdoors there. I thought I'd give acacia a go, because it's going to be underwater. You're not going to see it too well. So we'll probably get away with that there. And besides that, also, there we go. I want to get some acacia being used. I don't want to just stick to my same sort of blocks and get trapped in those things. So if I can use them in an easy way like this, I'll get away with it. I'll get away with it, which is fantastic. Actually, eggs still looking good. Here we go. Here's some cod. There we go. Perfect. Now, I'm not too sure if these do despawn. I'm pretty sure they don't. At least after you place them with a bucket. It appears that the others did not. So I'd like to give them a go. So down here and in there. And I'll just grab some water, because I've got an idea to put a barrel on the ship as well. Is that actually no water there? Okay, I'll leave that there for now. It's all right. It's not a big deal. So if we can do this, where we put a barrel in like that, and I guess I can do this now, thinking about it, because I can waterlog that block. Haha, that's pretty cool. That's actually pretty neat. I was thinking, I'm like, oh no, we're gonna be stuck, but we're not. That'll work fantastically. So there we've got that. Now I want to also just put a little bit of a rudder on the back here, where we have this, and I might just get rid of this and put in some other colored blocks, because of course, getting just plain spruce around the place is going to start getting boring. So if we could do something like this here, where we put in a little bit of dark oak on one end, maybe a little bit of dark oak somewhere else as well, we should be able to get this thing to work out quite well. So let's just step back and swim all the way across this way and get out right there. How's that looking? That's looking pretty cool. I'd really like to see that villager stay in there. Where did my ship go? My boat. If we get this boat, I can maybe I've got an idea here. Boat. Right. So my boat, that is. What I think we could do is potentially trap the villager in the boat in there, or in a minecart. Either way, it'll work, I think. So if I can get this guy here, you go there, and this will be quite painful to watch, but basically what I want to do is I want to trap it in here. Why won't I trap it in there? Reverse. I'll get out, and this villager just doesn't seem to want to get in there. Okay. Tell you what, I'll get this guy in here. I'll try to get him in a minecart there. I think the minecart will be the best option. We have done it. Look at this. It's fantastic. It is absolutely awesome. By the way, those little blocks there were originally just a mistake, and I was like, you know what? They actually look kind of cool, kind of interesting. So we'll leave them on there. And I'm loving the way this thing looks. Just this little bay over here. By the way, if you guys have got some ideas for what we make this bay look like, I want to do some real good terraforming on here. Just getting a bit of nature in this place. I'd love to get that going. But just in general, you can see this bay is starting to turn out. Of course, the stage is we're busy building here. We're busy building here, and over time they're gonna have a certain part where they overlap and they all turn into a big, beautiful pile of mush that looks awesome, hopefully. But that's, of course, the plan for this area. That's what I'm thinking. So do not forget, by the way, guys, if you guys have got a great name for this, drop it down in the comments because I'd like to put a sign in here and give it a name. So that's the first thing. And the second thing, of course, is thank you so much for joining me here today, guys. I appreciate all the crazy, crazy support the series is getting. It's amazing. And from the bottom of my heart, thank you very much, guys. But that is all for today. So I will see you very, very shortly.